For years, many of you have been tapping a button on your phone. You have been mining something called Pi. Many people wondered if it was real. They asked if it would ever be worth anything. Well, today, on August 14th, 2025, we have some huge news. This news could change everything for everyone holding Pi. The Pi network is finally making its biggest move yet. It is launching its full open mainnet. This is the moment everyone has been waiting for. It is the step that turns your digital Pi into something you can actually use in the real world. This is not a drill. It is happening. So why does this matter so much? Imagine you have been collecting special tokens for years. You were told they might be valuable one day, but you could never spend them. You could only collect more. That is what mining Pi has been like for millions of people. This new update is like the doors to the store finally opening. The Pi network didn't just appear overnight. Its journey was carefully planned in 3 main phases. Think of it like building a house. The first phase was exactly that. It was the design and distribution phase. This is when the mobile app was launched. Millions of people called pioneers joined the network. The second phase was the testnet. This was like a practice run. The developers created a test version of the Pi blockchain. A blockchain is just a digital record book that keeps track of all transactions. This was incredibly important for finding and fixing bugs. The third and final phase is the mainnet. This is the real deal. This phase itself was broken into 2 parts. First, we had the enclosed mainnet. And that brings us to today. We are now entering the second part of phase 3, the open mainnet. The firewall is coming down. This is the moment the network becomes fully public and decentralized. So, what exactly is this full open mainnet that everyone is talking about? Let's keep it simple. Think of it like the official opening of a new highway. During the testing phase, only certain cars were allowed on it. During the enclosed mainnet, the highway was open, but there were blockades on all the exit ramps. The open mainnet removes all those blockades. The highway is now fully connected to the entire national road system. This is a huge deal for Pi users. During the enclosed mainnet, your Pi was stuck inside the Pi ecosystem. The open mainnet changes that completely. Your Pi coins can finally enter the worldwide financial stage. Why is this so special? It means true ownership and freedom for you, the user. You can now decide what to do with it. You can hold it, you can spend it within the Pi app ecosystem, or you can potentially transfer it to an external crypto exchange. This is the definition of decentralization. The network is run by its community of users across the world. This is the core promise of cryptocurrency, and for Pi, it is a promise that is finally being delivered. Now let's talk about something that might sound surprising. How do traditional banks fit into this new digital world of Pi? For a long time, banks have been cautious about cryptocurrencies. They were seen as complicated and risky. However, things are changing very quickly. With major digital currencies becoming more mainstream, banks have been working behind the scenes to get ready. They have been developing the technology to connect with digital assets safely and securely. This preparation is now very important for Pi users. The move to an open mainnet means Pi can be treated like any other major digital asset. Because the Pi blockchain is now public, financial institutions can interact with it. They can develop services that allow you to connect your bank account to the world of Pi. Financial technology companies and progressive banks are building the bridges that will eventually link your traditional bank account with your digital Pi wallet. Think about how you use an app like PayPal or Venmo. You connect your bank account to it, and then you can easily move money in and out. Banks are now setting up similar systems for digital currencies like Pi. They are adopting new international standards like ISO 2022, which is a new global language for financial messages. This new standard makes it easier for old banking systems to talk to new blockchain systems. This means that in the near future, moving value between your Pi wallet and your bank account could become as simple as making a PayPal transfer. The launch of the open mainnet is the green light they have been waiting for. It shows that Pi is a mature and stable network. You may have heard a 3-letter acronym being discussed a lot in the Pi community, GCV. This stands for Global Consensus Value. This is a very important concept, and it's different from how most cryptocurrencies get their price. Usually, a coin's price is determined when it hits an exchange. It's based on supply and demand, and it can be very volatile, going up and down wildly. The Pi community has been trying to do something different. The idea behind GCV is for the community itself to agree on a stable and high value for Pi before it even hits the open market. So, what is this consensus value? It is a shared belief among millions of Pi users about what one Pi coin should be worth. For months, and even years, pioneers have been bartering for goods and services within the enclosed network. They have been making trades, for example, a smartphone for a certain amount of Pi. Through these millions of transactions, a general agreement on value starts to form. The community has been pushing for a high GCV, with many discussions centering around a specific target value. The goal is to establish a strong price floor, created by the users themselves. Why should you, as a user, care about GCV? Because it directly impacts the potential worth of the Pi you are holding. This could prevent the massive price drops that often happen when new coins hit the market. It is an attempt to create stability from the ground up, powered by the people, not by speculative traders. Of course, the GCV is not a guarantee. The final market price will still be influenced by supply and demand when Pi becomes available on external exchanges. However, it is a powerful starting point. If millions of people who hold Pi agree to only sell or trade it at or above the GCV, it creates immense buying support. It's a collective effort to shape the economic future of the currency. For any user, understanding the GCV is key to understanding the potential long-term value of your holdings. It is the community's attempt to write its own price tag for their hard-earned digital money. With all this exciting news, you are probably asking, what should I do now? The most important thing is to get your account ready. For years you have been mining Pi. Now it's time to make sure you can actually claim and use it. The first step, if you haven't done it already, is to complete your KYC verification. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. It is a standard identity verification process, just like when you open a bank account. This is crucial. It proves you are a real person and not a bot trying to cheat the system. Without completing KYC, your mined Pi cannot be moved to the main net. Once your KYC is approved, the next step is to download the Pi browser app from your app store. The Pi browser is your gateway to the Pi ecosystem. Inside the browser you will find the Pi wallet. This is where your real Pi will be stored. It is very important to create your wallet and most importantly to safely store your wallet passphrase. This passphrase is a long string of words. It is the only key to your wallet. You must write it down and keep it somewhere safe where you will never lose it. Do not store it on your phone or computer. If you lose this passphrase, you will lose access to your Pi forever. Nobody can help you recover it. After you have completed KYC and set up your wallet, you need to go through the mainnet checklist in the Pi app. This is a simple, step-by-step guide that walks you through everything you need to do. It includes confirming your wallet address and choosing your lockup settings. A lockup allows you to voluntarily lock a portion of your Pi for a certain period of time. In return, you get to mine at a higher rate. This is a personal choice. Finally, with the open mainnet now live, you can start exploring. You can use the Pi browser to find apps and marketplaces built on the Pi network. You can see what goods and services other pioneers are offering in exchange for Pi. This is your chance to start using your digital currency in the real world. Be curious, but also be cautious. As with any financial transaction, make sure you are dealing with trusted parties. Start small to get comfortable with the process. This new phase is all about empowering you, the user. So take these steps, get your account ready, and prepare to be part of a new economy. To sum it all up, this is a landmark day for the Pi network. After years of development, community building, and patient waiting, the project has finally reached its most critical milestone. The journey of tapping a button is over. The journey of using your Pi to participate in a new global economy has just begun. The future is here.